Good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully, everybody's having a wonderful Saturday morning. I am, because guess what? We got another day on the earth. Be happy for that. Always be grateful. Let's see. So today we're gonna be playing some of the main story quest on the new expansion, the Midnight. So I think we'll get that going up and get it started. Let's see. The other day I was playing around with some transmog pieces and stuff, and I'm like, man, I really do need to start working on doing some transmog runs for myself and kind of getting those a little bit better because I got a bunch of pieces, but I want them to go a little bit better with the other pieces because I have a kind of thing in mind for it, but it's not exactly where I want it. Let's see. Go. And here we go. All right. So, if you're ever seeing me shaking up my bottle of hydration, I get Advanced GG. Has a bunch of different flavors, and this one is the mango dragon fruit, which is pretty good. Um, they run sales and stuff like that most of the time. Like when we purchase them, we get them at like 50% off. So, or like a buy one get one free, which is pretty much 50% off, and buy a bunch of them. So they had a sale on a few flavors, not all flavors. So we went ahead and picked up the ones that we did like. My wife, she enjoys the watermelon, strawberry watermelon. And out of the ones that they had, I enjoy the mango dragon fruit. But typically, our go-to, the top one that we always like to drink is the watermelon swirl. Super good, super delicious. Anyway, there we go. So, as I said, I was working on some transmog pieces and stuff. So we are in Dragonflight right now. Okay.
Set up a perimeter and tend to the wounded.
Let's see, which bosses did I finish up?
Make it
I
easier
think I
for
got
us.
stuck at this
Champions,
one,
when you're ready.
debating if I care about this one enough. So I was playing and I kept having issues with this boss right here. It has this uh, mechanic pretty much where it's constantly slowing you down, but then you're getting this massive amount of AoE damage. Well, if you're slowed, it's super hard to catch back up to the boss. So I have to use my heroic leap, but I'm also using my heroic leap to get over to the mechanic on the webbing. So when it does this pull in, it doesn't completely drag me off. And I was having issues with that, and eventually I just said, man, you know what? It's okay. Put it down. Come back to it later. Um, you know what? Hmm. We'll get back to it. Let's try it again. Okay, which side was it on? I think it's on the right side. Because there's still a couple of. Let's see. Well, because there's still two more that I can get, so I'm trying to farm up enough of these stupid things so that next week I can just put them all together and then go get the piece that I actually want. Yeah, let's see if we can get that going. Let's see if we can get that finished up. Well, not finished, but at least get the pieces that I'm trying to get. I did it on two. There's a third character, but he's not as geared at all. And I might go and take a look and see in that one. That character's name is Calgar. Let's see. Ah, poop. They made all these respawn, whack, and lame. Oh well. So, some of the characters that I have named, like Calgar, I think I got Force on there too. But I enjoy playing, well, I enjoy some of the video games and lore of Warhammer. And if you don't know what Warhammer is, it is a thing that Blizzard based StarCraft on. So they were trying to go for the licensing for Warhammer 40k, and they made the RTS and World of Warcraft. They wanted the licensing so they could do it, but they lost out on the licensing, and thus we have Warcraft and StarCraft. Some cool little tidbits, some lore of what I remember of the company and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and bash my head into this wall one more time. We'll maybe give it 2 shots.
Looks like Kirog has himself an ice spider, and it laid eggs.
gonna start off by dragging this thing over here, having this freezing breath that way, so when I get back onto hitting the boss again, it is not my way. Let's try it. But you see how it is a little difficult on moving around. So he did that pull, and then sometime I can get to a decent spot. Gotta get back into hitting him. Let that thing happen. Fortunately, we now have to wait. I waited way too long, and I didn't have that hot seat either. So here we go again. All right. Let's see, right side. I don't think I've actually tried the downward drive thing over here. I know it worked over there, but let's take a look. Aww. Poop. Okay. Well, thought it would. Hoped it would. And that's how you avoid dying. Use that heroically. Alright, let's go ahead and go. Didn't turn it around the right way I wanted to, but oh well. This will be my last shot on this, and then we'll go back to actually playing the game. That turned out good. A little bit more stacks than I want to have with this debuff. Once you hit like 8 stacks, I think it is. And we do this jump. There we go. This is going pretty decent now. So what we want now is that right there. Kind of messed up now, but we will fix it. We're super far, so let him pull, and there we go. Oh boy. We are waiting for him to use that stupid ability to pull me in. There's not. There we go. Got him. Yay. So now I can work on getting some health back. Alright, we should try to... Whoop. So... Come on, hurry up, do your little pull thing. Mm. All right, that was close. No cigar. We'll give it one more shot. Hmm. Put lots of that. Hmm. This will be a whole lot easier once I'm leveled up, but we're impatient, right? I typically don't get out of the defensive stance, so we're going to try this instead. Deal out a little bit more damage. And maybe we can make certain parts happen faster. Here, this is pretty much perfect of what I want happening. Now we wait for that stupid thing to happen. Jump up there. And get slapping him again. So we're gonna hope that he casts enveloping web again. If not, What on earth? Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. No, thank you. We're good. Uh, Goose Faba, right? Goose Faba. All right. Well, let's get back over into doing this. Hmm. Because I'm not digging this transmog right now.
Stop. Browse. Smell 'em.
Hmm. What pieces do I like? Hmm. I don't think I like that. Those boots instead. Hmm. Like I said, right here, this is the real end game. Nah, nope, nope, nope. Mm, 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 mm. I don't think so. I don't know. Hmm. This isn't terrible. Not exactly what I want, but not terrible. Hmm. What do you think? What do you think? Definitely not. I don't think this would be terrible, but I don't like that part on there, so I kind of wish there was like a regular kind of belt like that. This might work. We are gonna swap this to the one-headed mace. I ended up finding a gavel. I can't remember the full name of it, so figure out what. There it is, that one. And then we will give it the mongoose. Actually, we'll give it windwalk. Yeah, windwalk. That was good. Now what is? gonna swap out this shield. For what? I don't know yet. Oh, that one? Hmm. Any suggestions? Whoops. No, don't want that. Funny how that one's working. This doesn't look terrible. These would be cool if it didn't look like that color. Um, let's see. Hmm. Get that and then. Hmm.
May your feet find good trails.
Let us go level up. Campaign. There. Says there's something, huh? Yep, that's it. Blah blah blah. Okay. Haphazard collection of notes and diagrams, letters documenting changes in the Dead Scar. So the Dead Scar is this big old huge pathway that leads to the front of this whole area that Arthas made because he uh, pretty much corrupted the land with the death magic, pretty much. Something similar to that, anyway. And it looks like there's a thing over here too. Let's go take a look at what this is. Anger. Oh, okay, money, pretty much. Mm. It's just downstairs, actually. So, you just gotta find it. Let's zoom in. Oh, there it is. Found it. I did it. Let's see. What is this over here? Eh. Meh. Let's see. What do you drop? You drop stuff. You got to go then. Maybe. We'll find out. I'm not sure. Oh, okay. Alright, okay. What on earth is it? Pixelating off of itself. Huh, that was weird. Whatevs. Reverse. Let's see. Do we hit this part first? And then there, or there and then back there? Let's hit up these. Oh, another rare. Got it. There it is. I do want to hit some dungeons as well today. Big oof. Big oof. Let's see if I can try to knock him out of that. Yep. Cool. Boom. Gone. In the air too. That's how dope I am. So this quest here.
It's too far away.
One more. Okay. Asked for one, got two. Look at this. Oh, there's a thing over there. Really should do better at
Baladash, Malanore. Sunwell's glory shine on you.
So I need to go win. There it is. Recorder. Ah, this one's underwater, I think. Was it? Guess not.
What
Hopefully I
needs
did that already.
renewal?
I don't know.
Anu Belore Balama.
The Naga.
It's too far away.
Hmm. Over here.
The Sindora.
So what did our friends at Tideborn Fright so desperately want to hide? Scuttling cannot conceal their true intentions forever.
Zenu Amanori.
Unstable, Arcana, and not good? This is hardly just smuggling. It's a disaster waiting to unfold. The Tideborn are dabbling in matters that are left untouched. It seems it is now our responsibility to see it resolved before it becomes an issue.
We endure.
MSQ. I'll come back to do more side quests, but yeah, MSQ.
Kathia, what were you doing? Look at the size of that thing! That's our last cell. What was the purpose of all of this? Let's take these back to my study. Too many people are dodging questions. There may be something darker going. We embrace power. We do not fear it. What do we need to do? Come with an open mind.
Your damaging and healing abilities have a chance to add and activate Imbric's channeling focus, increasing your highest secondary stat by 125 for 10 seconds, 28 strength.
Be open to possibilities.
Better than probably what I have now. So let's go ahead and take
Antonori
that.
values nothing more than the safety of his people. He'll want to know about this.
Yeah, yeah. Let's get rid of mastery then. This is the magistrate that we called before and was like, yeah, they look like a bad guy.
What brings you here?
Art is audio. Just a smidge. Yeah. Edit mode. I typically like that. My damage meter's down here at the bottom. It's funny on the names that they chose to put on there. Arthas, Jaina, Gul'dan, Sylvanas, and Illidan. Tank, all DPS, no healers. Good job.
Glory to the Sindori.
It's a busy man who also will keep tranquil and safe while the rest of Quel'Thalas falls into ruin around us.
Lord Antonorian is away. I can help you.
This isn't right. See what's in that lockbox she was toying with. Magister Umbric, how goes your research? Go on, tell him. Sinu Amanore.
I'm gonna lie. Because he...
Really? How very odd indeed. Our hospitality is... I shall have it looked into. But I'm glad you're here. I need your assistance with something.
It is heartening that you trust me with these serious concerns.
Rest as long as you need.
I've heard some odd rumors myself, strange happenings to the south, but also to the east, west, and north. Tranquil. So just freaking everywhere. I don't want to just say that. Tranquilin is surrounded. Oops. Oh, well.
Taking the town's safety seriously. I shall look into your investigation.
Surrounded by
We'll
enemies,
compare
it seems,
notes
since
later.
you are so dead set on your investigation. Would you look into something for me? There's an important report I need from one of my scouts. Check with them while I check on the rest over the rest of the town.
Champion, wait! It's an ambush!
What? Oops.
Little birds, void and light, asking far too many questions. Take them out. And find a better place for the bodies this time.
My research on the Void Storm. The Twilight's blade has stolen it all.
Bird. Well, let's see. I think. Let us find out again, because I can't remember. Head. Let's see. Oops. Process, protection. Let's see. We are basics, biz stats. There we go. Stats, that's it. So we want haste crit, then verse, then mass. Haste crit versus mass. So that being the case, then this is probably better upgrade of the two. Differences isn't super far off. Yeah, they both have that, but this does have a smidge more.
Greetings, traveler.
My notes, my research, I should have never left it alone. I was just beginning to understand the Void Storm. Everything I'd learned torn from my hands by cultists. Were they watching the entire time, waiting for me to turn my back? Probably. Dummy. Cannot let this stop me. I can't have destroyed everything. Perhaps there's enough here to salvage.
Even if I offered my aid to Silver Moon, I have little to give now. One of the... All is not lost, Umbrick. They can't have stolen everything.
Well, they have these little void sample-y thingies.
Excellent. Wait. What's that glinting over there? I was wondering where I'd left that. This was your doing? What of the people here? You said you wanted them safe! And I do. Look at the sky, Magister. You know what resides there. You know the fear it brings. The uncertainty. And when it unleashes, and it will unleash.
It will unleash.
The Twilight's blade will stand on the side of survival. Won't you? I will not bend to you, or the Void.
Tranquillian will join us.
In the cinematics, he moves so much better than that.
And you with it.
In these little cutscenes, running around like a little kid.
The shadows serve us.
Twilight's blade attacking in broad daylight. Now that their cover's blown, will prove what a mistake that was. Slay the traitors and the creatures they summoned. Destroy. Yes.
And control.
Traitors. I did not expect them to warm their way into Eversong. I will not let them get away with this. They will pay for what they've done.
Let's do some good.
Some of the town's most respected citizens, traitors? How long has the Twilight Blade been here? How many scouts have gone missing? Crimes gone unreported. Innocents recruited by those they thought they could trust. They must be stopped. Cut down the traitors. Show them that Tranquillin is no home for cultists.
We should help.
Yeah.
I've bested
Let's
every
do mass
evil
genocide of
place.
all
I will
traitors.
not stand by as that cult takes this town. See to the citizens. I'll find Antonorian and make him pay.
You need to use some buttons.
That worm. You have our thanks.
The void saves us!
Great! They've all gone mad with fear.
Oh, okay. That's what you meant. Hmm.
We shall be on the right side of this conflict.
Gather at the inn. It's safe there.
You're safe. Have you seen Umbric? Ready to fight the fight? Let's do some good. We should have
It's far from
what
over.
we need to do.
Alright, so new shield. New shield over weapon, unfortunately.
I've bested every evil I've faced. Better to seek forgiveness than permission.
Let's see. Cloak, I got the Hens verse. Crit mastery. I think that'll outrank that one.
I've bested every evil I've faced. Champion, find Umbric. I'll keep guard here.
Oh, I gotta do work. Hmm. Well, I thought I already beat her up. Oh well. Check one of his knockbacks. Still what I want.
Antonorian was 2 steps ahead the entire time I was here. Let's return to my study. We've rescued who we can, but my research...
The map of
What was in
Eversong
that
with
lockbox?
multiple villages marked by the Twilight's Blade. Alright. So, we will go with...
I have much to teach you.
Brick scans the Eversong map with grave intent. Current Tranquillian has marked... Tranquillian is marked, as are a number of other locations. When the regular village is marked, the Twilight's Blade retreat to their base in Death Home. Button at my home may be in peril. We must make sure my people in Windrunner Village are safe before pursuing them.
Shadows watch over you. This map of Eversong is marked with targets for the Twilight's Blade, including Windrunner Village.
In due time, I have dire news. The Twilight's Blade infiltrated Tranquillian. What's worse is they had a map of Eversong marked with targets. Tranquillian was only their first stop.
Traitors on our doorstep. How can they betray their own people?
They're afraid, Father. You know the Void preys on fear.
The last time the Sunwell was threatened like this, the Sindori were nearly wiped out.
Then this time, we'll ensure that cult is wiped out. See it done, Erator.
Not before we help Umbric secure Windrunner Village. We'll strike once everyone is safe.
It's like, yeah, sure. Or not, you know. Whichever comes first.
It's calm for now, but if the Twilight's Blade had a map of the area, it may not last.
Seems all is well for now.
Not bend to the whispers.
Alright, I will be right back. Hello, hello, hello. All right, there we are. We are back. Had to get me some oatmeal. But anyway, so there is DLC coming to a game that I've played and really loved. It's Warhammer Rogue Trader, where you pretty much get to be a space pirate that is overseeing the whole sector of SAR system, whatever. Real cool game, loved it. If you've ever played like BG3, very similar to that. Heck, all honesty, if they had the amount of money that Larian Studios had, it would have given that massive run for its money. Great storytelling and stuff, and they came out just about the same time, which was quite unfortunate for Rogue Trader, because it just got eclipsed. A lot of games probably did during when BG3 came out. I'll probably end up playing BG3 with some friends. But yeah, so this is the initial details. I've been kind of wanting to watch this video by this guy, Mortismal. I think that's how you say gaming. But anyway, really good. Has some great guides that I've used on some builds and stuff.
What's going on, everybody? Mortem here, this time bringing you our initial details for the next upcoming Rogue Trader DLC as part of their Season Pass 2, which includes 2 DLCs, the one we're about to talk about, the Infinite Museum, as well as the Processional of the Damned. Now, we've known about these coming since about mid last year, but given that Owlcat is working on all sorts of stuff...
No, I had no clue that this was a 2-part DLC that you get both of. That's dope. I like that. That's cool.
Like the Expanse Osiris
Like
Reborn,
the other
Warhammer 40k game, Dark Heresy, that we've already taken a look at in Alpha. They've obviously had a lot going on, and I don't think this bit of DLC was initially planned given the time frame and everything. But the reason we are actually talking about it is because they dropped a new teaser trailer as well as like the Steam page for the DLC and everything else, and we kind of get some interesting details that I thought were worth talking about here. Because once Rogue Trader finishes its DLC, which is likely just going to be these two, before it wraps up, I am, just like I did with Wrath of the Righteous, going to go back through and update all my guides, probably make a story video, all that sort of stuff. As with all of their updates and everything, they are a tiny bit out of date, but the DLC we are actually here to talk about is the Infinite Museum, a DLC that promises us an adventure delving into the secret vault curated by none other than Trazyn the Infinite himself. He is apparently quite interested in the Von Valancius dynasty, or our main character's dynasty, and has plans therein that we either need to get to the bottom of or allow to come to fruition. This will also apparently be accompanied by a new companion, enemies, items, a new region, new mechanics, all that usual sort of stuff. Now, we do not have every single detail available here, like for instance, something I don't know is whether or not this...
Real cool looking. I'm guessing this is a concept art. Real cool. The left is a little bit detailed, maybe higher res. Don't know. Anyway, but yeah, real cool looking. Chaos Marines.
Will be standalone, part of the main story, or a mix of the two, though I would lean probably towards a mix of the two being up in the air, because they have already stated that this one and the next one are meant to be main story expansions, and it involves the Von Valancius dynasty. So will we be able to access this via playing the game? That is to say, the main campaign? Yes. But the reason it being a potentially standalone thing is up for debate is because they did a similar thing with Kingmaker and Wrath of the Righteous both, where they had a dungeon that you could play as just like a big mega dungeon experience on its own standalone terms, or you could access that dungeon via its story as...
Now I bought Kings of I can't remember. Anyway, I bought that. I haven't fully gotten to play it yet. I plan to. I'll probably end up streaming it just because it can make it so that I can, you know, be able to play it and and have segmented time to actually do it. But yeah, cool game though. What I did play, I hadn't finished it. I turned it on. Kind of did the character creator.
part of the main campaign as well, and given that the Infinite Museum is supposed to be infinite, it's possible that's this one. Now, I will say purely by description, I think it might actually be Processional of the Damned, given that they specifically mention like shifting corridors and stuff in that one. But let's talk a little bit about what we do know and what we can, of course, speculate therein. So as mentioned, this DLC covers Trazyn the Infinite. Trazyn the Infinite is a notorious Necron overlord known for his obsessive compulsive gathering of everything interesting, basically. Artifacts, people, things, you name it, he kind of collects it and does all sorts of stuff with them while he's at it. But in this case in particular, a couple things to know. One, the reason Trazyn is called Trazyn the Infinite, or at least in part, is that he is not known for doing things personally, but rather sending like agents and avatars that he is directly controlling in order to do his work. In fact, many people have thought to have killed the guy only for it to in fact have been mind-shackled minions and the like, and so I mention that just to point out that if we do face Trazyn in this DLC, it's almost certainly not going to be the real guy. But given his very obsessive nature, his interest in the Von Valancius dynasty is almost certainly not good, but I will mention in particular that the Steam page directly mentions that you can either choose to disrupt his plans or fulfill them, which is especially curious to me, and obviously going to be the subject of the story, of course, but it does beg the question of what exactly is the nature of this obsession with your rogue trader dynasty, and what does fulfilling his plans look like in this context? And given the Necron involvement in the main story, which I won't spoil here, you do have to wonder how that plays in. Though, realistically, I also don't think it's implausible that you would explore this as that part of the game in the main story as well while we're on the subject. But still some other things to go over, in particular the new companion as well as the new mechanic, though they mention the companion in particular has a new combat style that reshapes battlefield tactics, and I'm wondering if that has to do with this new mechanic, implants, that they mentioned, or something else. Let's talk a little bit about that new companion. So if you look at the Steam page for the DLC, they have posted some concept art there, in particular what looks like it's meant to be potentially Trazyn, but also concept art of a Death Corps of Krieg member alongside some Chaos Space Marines. But given that the bulk of our companions are loyal Imperium soldiers here, I think the Death Corps of Krieg member has the potential to be one of our new companions. And to take it a little bit farther than that, if we look closely at the trailer that they put out for this teaser, you can actually see a Death Rider member of the Death Corps of Krieg in the art there. Now, it's very possible that they are just going to be associated with the DLC, but it does seem at least plausible that this Death Rider could in fact be this companion, which...
Well, in... I think you can do mounted combat in that King's game or something like that, where you can do that. They haven't had that in this game yet, that I can remember seeing when what I played. I haven't finished it still. Great game though. Stupidly to say that, but yeah, great game, but haven't finished it.
which they have not officially revealed yet. What leads me even more to potentially think that might be the case is that the Death Riders are basically Death Corps of Krieg members who ride genetically engineered horses, and that would both satisfy the different combat style required by the Steam page callout for what this new companion will be doing to the battlefield, but it also kind of coincides with stuff they could relatively easily do, because, as many people will recall, Wrath of the Righteous has mounted combat, so that combined with their recent addition of things like the familiar system with their previous DLC, Lex Imperialis, I don't think it would be that far-fetched of them to add a Death Rider as this potential new companion, but again, we don't know that for sure. It just seems like a lot of things line up in that direction. So regardless of whatever this combat style is...
So Owlcat is also making a new game. It's not Rogue Trader, but pretty much a Rogue Trader 2. But I wonder if they'll put mounted combat in there. I think it's a little harder for this game in particular. Kind of just thinking about how the playstyle of the game is. Not sure.
But I do think that would be cool. Now, if you don't know what the Death Corps of Krieg are, I would highly recommend you just Google them and look up some of that stuff. It's a lot to go over in a video like this, but I do think they are a particularly interesting faction. And while most of them are more than happy to throw themselves directly into the jaws of death, probably a little too zealously, in fact, the Death Riders that I was talking about a minute ago are actually mentioned to be selected for their independence, which is probably something you would want if you were going to turn one of them into a companion in a video game, as an example. But regardless of what they do there is some interesting stuff to talk about. Now, beyond just that, however, they did also mention this new mechanic being implants.
So I have played the tabletop game to Warhammer. I was pretty early into I didn't get super deep into it. I enjoyed it. But I played Tau, and they're pretty much like, space alien good guys. They're trying to make everybody chill, and not actually just eradicate everything and everybody. But I liked them a lot. It wasn't until probably actually after I stopped playing the tabletop game where I started getting into other actual like characters and factions of oh, these actually look pretty cool. The reason why I chose Tau was because they looked like Gundam characters. Like they had these battle mech suits, and they looked like Gundam armor. So I was like, oh, I'm getting that, and then I'm going to turn them all into Gundams, and I did. Loved the game too. But here, this is there we go, Perto Rabo, and he is the Primarch of the Iron Warriors. Pretty much, it is the grunts and the initial wave of bodies that is thrown at an enemy from the Space Marines, human faction essentially. But yeah, real cool. I enjoy it.
I would imagine these are probably just essentially things you can have implanted into your characters, potentially as a side progression system, and it mentions being able to use these directly into combat, and how they apparently also somehow relate to Necron conflicts, which, I mean, I guess makes sense if you're getting them from this DLC, but it does call into question what that actually means. But I would say that pretty well covers just about everything that was just recently revealed, and including my own little speculation there. But that said, just some stuff to know generally. This DLC that we were just talking about is supposed to come out sometime between April to June. So no exact release date, but should be coming up relatively soon. And then the other DLC for Season Pass 2 is supposed to come out sometime during the summer. So we'll definitely be talking more about these relatively soon. With that in mind, I would love to hear what you guys think about this stuff.
More than likely is going to come out probably in April. I would guess more towards April. and then they have May, June, July, and August. So we'll probably see the other one in July. That'd be my guess. Who knows?
Speculation you'd like to toss my way, some things I maybe didn't think about that you want to throw down in the comments, certainly do so, which obviously means to like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube jazz. But regardless of any of that, truly, just thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. May you wander in wisdom and have an amazing day.
Anyways, that's the video. Cool information. Like I said, I'll probably be playing that game and see where that goes with the story on there. Really enjoyed playing it, and what I did get to do, well, I haven't finished it yet. Like I said, there's like still a couple of I think I got to Act 3-ish, can't remember, but I want to finish that game. Okay. That.
Baladash Malanore.
Let's head back into here. I don't trust the quiet here. Let's shore up the defenses. You see those slumped over arcane golems in the village, around the village? It may not look like much now, but a quick tune-up will have them on their feet soon enough. They're good for standing guard and also for fretting out any hidden snakes in the weeds. Let's get to work. Sooner the golems are running, the better I feel about the town safe. Alright.
Better to seek forgiveness than permission. We'll fix up those
So
old
what we're gonna
consoles
do
and take out any
is, since
cultists
we are
find.
51, let's do a dungeon. And pick up some of the quests around here.
My sisters were the last to visit these halls, but they threw their home and their bond away. If we can calm the spirits here, maybe they'll return. The Ranger General was sharp and steadfast, while the peacekeeper...
And get everybody up here. And boom. Come on. It would be nice if the others did some damage on it. Or even interrupt it would be nice too. But you know, pretty much just no. Do they get hit by? I'm get curious on that. Like I literally have all of them. Are they just like purposely stepping and standing and stupid? Or what?
She spent many days tending to the gardens here.
I think they're starting to hit things. That's some fire spit things. Good if they just stuck with me.
Soothing sounds of my heart brought Carissa joy beyond measure.
There we go. Good thing. Good thing.
Well now, that Dragonhawk seems to have stolen my harp. She won't let you close without a fight.
Defensive.
Wow.
Defensive. Defensive.
She reminds me of Marisa. My sister was also ferocity itself if her family was threatened. Come, let's find the next relic.
Which way? This way now? I think so. Yeah. There seems to go over here.
Sylvanas didn't ask to be Ranger General, but she gave everything to the task, including...
Not asking for something, wanting something, two different things.
She trained with a bow gifted by our mother. The fanatics have invaded it and anything else that will hold her.
Oops. Well, I guess you do have to get them all back. Okay, nope, I was wrong. Was wrong. Goodness gracious. I don't get why they're like.
Our mother's bow meant everything to Sylvanas once. I'll need it.
Well, let's hope that they know the mechanic.
Target you. Defensive. Target you.
Think that it's actually targeting me, it's not. No, that's not how you do that, so.
Move behind the boss. Target you. Defensive. Target you.
Gold.
Sylvanas was sometimes vain and loved to be admired, but she never wanted to be worshipped. Come, we have one more relic to find.
Kind of excited about playing the mythic pluses in this expansion. This dungeon seems fun. I enjoy it. It's a little on the long side. But I actually really enjoy this place. For the most part. I'm not sure how other people feel about it, but I do. Like I said, I'm kind of a sucker for lower riddled
defensive.
Lower riddled dungeons. Clearly is all to do with Sylvanas. I'm kind of curious when they're gonna bring her back in.
Defensive. Run out. Defensive.
Alright, I'm alright.
Defensive.
We've done it. One last task remains.
One last task. Alright.
Use these relics to return peace to the Spire. Perhaps then, my sisters will return to me. There, the restless heart that haunts us. Let it to rest.
Special coming. Watch your step. Special coming. Defensive. Watch your step. Special coming. Defensive.
At last, the spirits that linger within these halls have found peace. I hope that one day my sisters will be able to do the same. As for myself, I shall fill these halls with music until they return home. Thank you, champions.
Yeah, so that's what this said. Looks like pretty mid. Let's take a look at some of these Vault of the Incarnate pieces that I got. Let's see. I got the legs? I didn't even notice that. That's dope. No, that's for normal. Still don't have any hands. Except those. Look at that. Oh, and I got them for there too. Alright, transmog. I gotta go try to get it. Let's go try to use Calgar and see if we can get the pieces that we want. Calgar. There we go. Space Marine.
I'm out of range.
Anyway. Let's get to over there. There you are.
I must get closer.
Boo. I wonder if I get loot locked. Kinda curious on that. Well, let's see how far I can get with Mythic on him, and then we'll swap over to normal. Yeah. Transmog!
Return to our answer, the Dragon Queen's call. But I
wish they could skip this part, because this is
still
dumb to me.
recovering from her last encounter with Elizabeth, as Dormu feels the weight of destiny pressing down upon him. It falls to us to take back this prison from the Primalists and ensure the other incarnates are not free.
The Primalists have used them. Then we shall not.
Primalists have used.
Who knows? Kalagos, do you know where the other incarnates are imprisoned?
Within the core of the mountain.
So I have to wait till this thing is done anyway. I don't really need it to do it, so that's why I am just sitting here doing other things instead. Because why? Let's see, settings, no. That's all enabled, but unfortunately I am not there yet. Couple more seconds left. So we are at. I still need to get an average of 3 viewers on 4 different days, including viewership, posts, and raids. And I still need another 15 more followers. Well, that'll take a while. 6 streams on 60 unique days, with an average of 75. Okay. Summary. Oh, there we go. All done. Just looking at some of the analytics on Twitch. Chatters. Live views. I've had 9 live views. 4 followers, clips, blah 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 blah. I should have done that, but oh well. Sneak around and yay, we did. Turn back up. Yay, snuck pass.
Was this the best you could muster?
I must get closer.
Let us see worthy of our skill. A band of mewling softstays following a red to cinders. For destruction! I'll grind your skulls under glory to me!
First part is left side. And then coming back on that one. Let's see if I can.
For destruction!
Galagos, think we can take to the skies?
Doubtful. Parasageth was not boasting. The sky is her domain. We must cut the Primalists off from their power before we engage the Storm Eater.
I expect they won't make it easy for us. Champions, when you're ready.
That is not a turn code. Yay, skip the bunch.
Too far away.
I do not trust these dragon worshippers. If their aid were not necessary to find our elder,
I must get closer.
This will be a
It must always
I'm out of way.
Does not care who falls into it. Your faces will be frozen in horror.
But now I'm stuck. I've made it though, because this happened before by accident. There we go. See, just takes a little bit of time.
Lightning's caress is capricious. One kiss.
do wish that these things were freaking warbound instead of soulbound. Ugh. Would be done with them a little bit more. Very interesting. I'll be right back. But welcome. If you're still here, Stitchy, welcome, welcome. How you doing this lovely morning? Goats. How many goats do you have now? 16 goats. Hmm. How many did you start off with? First one, I think, was it feta? Is that the first one that I can remember? Boba and feta, right. Are they still around, out of curiosity? I can't remember.
I'm out of range.
Shall we play?
What do you feed them anyway? I think that we just feed them some grass. They can find that outside. So I'm going to guess that's what we're just giving them. I don't think you feed them meat either, so. Or you give them meat? What meat do you give a goat? I thought they just ate like grass or whatever is outside. I gotta know what kind of delectable meat do you give them? So what do you feed them? What kind of meat? You said yes, and I did not think that you fed them meat. So what do you give them? what you feed a goat. Or if they're like chicken dinner, anything and everything from what do goats eat? Hey, pineapple, weird. Huh. Grapes, carrots, raisins, garlic, acorns, cabbages. Huh. Let's see. Do goats eat? I know every so often they will eat a, well, deer. Okay. Well, I know deer will eat, like if there's a dead rabbit and it's like in the winter, they will eat, you know, they'll eat the rabbit because, you know, food gets scarce during the winter from what I heard. Good morning, Polly. Ugh. I have seen a praying mantis chomping on another praying mantis. I thought it was disgusting.
I must get closer.
So, David, what kind of meats do you feed your goats? Hopefully it's not each other, but you know if that's what you do. When you gotta eat, you gotta eat. Sometimes that lizard might look like that Wagyu steak I had in Greece. Really? Deer antlers? Said, have somebody be hungry enough, they'll eat something, they'll eat whatever it is.
Quiet, whimpering fool. If I didn't have need of you, you'd already be dead.
Because you probably didn't have anything else and just threw it out there, Holly. Like, huh, will I eat that? I'll be darned. They do. Come on. Do too much talk sometimes. There we go. But, you know, they are animals. They will, you know, they'll eat what they need to eat to survive. Oops. Oh, man. Sitting here talking. I need to... Let's try this again. Try to pay attention a little bit to what I'm doing. Instead of looking at the gross things that Demi's goats eat. Nope, bad spot, bad spot. There we go. Oh, poop. I really need to find a way to be able to put that thing to tell me when that's casting. Let's see. What is that thing? Mode. I think it's this down manager. No. Alright, we'll get it this time. The only part that I gotta make sure that I pay attention on is that knockback slam. First. 30% down. Begin soon. Islamic Sin. Through. Close to missing that one. Need to find anything out where they I can see what abilities they're about to cast next, so I just can know. Slam. 20% left. Let's get it. Slamming again. Go. Let's go. Come on, come on. To the spot. And Clam. Cyclone. Got it. There we go. And I almost didn't do it. La 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 la, the piece that I need. Yeah. Okay, cool. Way, since that is good. I want that. Season 1 begins March 17th. PvP challenges. So pretty much they give us 10 more days for me at least to be able to get to level 90 and start doing some mythic zeros, I think. And yeah. Oh, now live, season 1. Okay, the game is live. Season 1 begins 17th PvP challenges. Let's see that more. Okay, now let us hop on the mount. Do some changes on this transmiggle. There we go. That looks better to me. Let's see, which boots do I go with for this outfit? That doesn't look terrible. I want to see what those one boots look like. No. Not those ones anyway, though. No, not those anyway. Where are those boots? Alright, let's start again from the beginning because I know they exist. There they were. Let's see. There's a different chess piece look like that. Wouldn't be bad if this didn't clip over that. I mean, this clips as well, but hello, Koya. We are running through some main story quest and getting some transmog pieces. I've been working on this because I have been jonesing to play a tank shaman, but since that doesn't exist, I have to do that myself. So what I did was I grabbed a warrior and I am transmogging him. Still not 100% happy. I think I will. I think there's a pair of pants that I want that will feel a bit better. I want these, I think. Yeah, these will look kind of cool. Didn't notice that until, yeah. So I'm going to have to. Oh, these are vendor pieces. This doesn't look bad. This is profession. And this is a world drop. So I'm not 100% sure which one I like better. If I like this one or that one, I'll probably end up liking this one. This matches the actual hair fur that we got here. Okay. Anyway, so let's continue the questing. Actually, since that's the case, they left. I think. Let's check on where we get those two pieces from. And how to. Take out the spine. Let's see. I think I want to run another dungeon in a second. Just to keep up with XP and stuff. Because I'm hearing the main story quest line, for whatever reason, I decided that it shouldn't give enough XP to be able to level all the way up. I think it's kind of ridiculous. So we every so often have to throw in a dungeon to catch up on the XP that we're not getting. World. At least the best ones now. Let's go to talent builds. Actually, we'll just go here. And we will pull from Devlin. He made some really cool, some really good guides and builds. Prop Warrior. Oh no. Raids. Open world. Dells Dungeons. Okay. Import. Dells and such. There we go. Okay. Back at it again. Let's go ahead and hop in a dungeon because I just like doing dungeons. They're fun. Get a little bit of other player interaction and stuff like that. I guess for the this part. A little bit of time. There we go. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. And I probably should try to repair this armor before I go further. And sell all the junk. Yes. Clean up the bags.
Farewell, friend of the Grummles.
Friend of the Grummles. Sure.
Sisters were the last to visit these halls, but they threw their home and their bond away. If we can calm the spirits here, maybe they'll return. The Ranger General was sharp and steadfast, while the Peacekeeper kept the calm. Which path did you choose?
There we go. We have a team now because in the last one We had people who were just not doing any damage, or I don't think I should have been on the second, and I was. I'm second in damage. With all these dudes, all these DPS, pretty much kind of just doing nothing. So, here we go. Go life side first.
Teresa was the peacemaker of our family. She spent many days tending to the garden. But the weakness has overtaken it now.
Keep it moving. There we go.
Soothing sounds of my heart brought Teresa joy beyond
Let's see. Like I said, as I get a little bit more familiar with these dungeons, I'm gonna start looking at the routes for Mythic Pluses, keys, and whatnot. But this dungeon's cool. I like it. Curious on what I'm going to have to make sure that I interrupt. I know I'm gonna have to interrupt those. Or some of these fire spits. Especially if they're hitting your DPS like that and they just kind of choose who they hit.
Defensive. Defensive. Defensive.
Beautiful. She reminds me of Arisa. My sister was also ferocity itself if her family was threatened. Come, let's find the next relic.
Picking. Fat heels. I like it. That side now.
Sylvanas didn't ask to be Ranger General, but she gave everything to the task.
Didn't ask. It ain't like she probably didn't want it. Here's where I wish I was a Death Knight, where I could do cool uses like, get that over here, and do something better without having to move everything. That's one of the things I really do like about Death Knights is the utility, instinctive utilities.
She trained with a bow gifted by our mother. The fanatics have invaded to loot it and anything else that belonged to her.
Big look now.
Our mother's bow meant everything to Sylvanas once. I'll need it.
Target you. Defensive. Target you.
Messenger online is a better.
Target you.
Sylvanas was sometimes vain and loved to be admired, but she never wanted to be worshipped.
Yes, she did.
Come, we have one more relic to find.
Cleaned up.
Valeria hunted the old horde with a ferocity bordering on obsession. For good reason. They took my life, savaged our home. One of Valeria's scouting maps is with me.
Well, the early horde she may have gone after, but she joined them. Hopefully they kill Lance first.
Defensive. Defensive. Defensive.
You did it. Good job. Good job.
One last task remains.
One more boss fight. We're out of here.
I'll use these relics to return peace to the spire. Perhaps then my sisters will return to me. There! The restless heart that haunts us. Please!
Special coming. Watch your step. Special coming. Defensive.
Spirits that linger within these halls have found peace. I hope that one day my sisters will be able to do the same. As for myself, I shall fill these halls with music until they return home. Thank you, champions.
We'll be doing some music for a hot minute. Yay! Finally. Okay. These. Alright, there we go. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, there it is. Triple. Wow.
Ready to fight the fight? We should help.
Come with an open mind. I'm going to try to decipher Cassius' notes one last time. They may be the key to unraveling the Void Storm.
Forgive me, my failure to provide specific traveler. Warned that Venom and Grave blossoms were only the first of the reagents I require for my associates medication. Luckily, bountiful things I require can be easily obtained in the goldenness of the the north be a dear friend and can't get some stuff.
Sun chase your shadow.
Let's do some good. Farisa used to tell me stories of this place. They held festivals. Her brother Lirath would play. The air was filled with laughter and song. It's hard to imagine any of that now. It's just broken. Gone. Nothing left but echoes. Was my mother one of those that filled the air with laughter? Did Sylvana sing? Were my grandparents? I suppose it's useless to think about it. My mother... I haven't heard from her in weeks. We don't speak often, but it just feels different this time. With everything that's happened, that storm in the sky, the void, worry solves nothing. What we need is a sword and a capable hand, and I've both of those. Still, I wish I'd seen this place while it still lived.
Little tidbits.
those void shards to the center portal. If I'm right, it should reverse the path and open the way to the Void Storm.
One more.
No! We were so close!
We embrace power. We do not fear it.
Haste Mastery. We got Mastery Verse, so we are gonna go with Haste Mastery.
I have much to teach you. Cassius research holds the first steps I need to help Silvermoon. Antinorian took those missing pages. I'd bet my life on it.
Honoria Shola.
With perseverance, strength.
With perseverance, strength.
Snapdragons, cool creatures made to kill and feed. Their poison moves as you move. The Naga breed the perfect pet. Bred the perfect pet. Here on a tip from Lasera, Duskmore, Suncell, anchorages, shipping routes have been sabotaged by the Naga, and those routes converge here. I intercepted a few shipments. Could you help me search them? My team is still out in the field, but they should report back soon. Alright, take that. And I'll go ahead and snatch this one up.
One of a kind. May my
I feel like this is a decent place to call it a day on the stream. I want to thank everybody who's come in to the stream and watched me and chatted in chat. I appreciate you, and hopefully this continues to get a little bit bigger. We had a couple people who I didn't even know in here, some lurkers, but you know, hey, that is progress and forward. So anyway, well, thanks everybody. Hopefully everybody had a good time. Love all y'all. Love, peace, and chicken grease.